right, so taking another bottle of sunscreen, which I bought the other day. It wasn't on special, but I had to buy one just to keep up because I use it quite a bit, even though summer's still here, kind of. So this is my upper closet. These are like the papers I want to organize. I have another one over here. I have one over here, but I ran out of room. Like some things are not really like some clothes are like in front here, and I'm at least it's better than it used to be. This I don't know. I guess I'm gonna get rid of that because I have no space for it. But then you could tell this is better than it used to be, but there's still a whole bunch of stuff that does not have a place. Those bags I gotta go through and get rid of. I threw out a lot of bags. I actually had a bag full of bags and it ended up being only these nice bags. And I threw the rest out. They were like from rice that I would use. Like I have my one rice bag over here, which I'm taking with me, which I keep food and my water bottle. And I had a whole bunch of them, but I have one, not this one, but this one, that will be another bag, but I could throw them out because I could just get another bag of rice. So I had to really like think about what I need, what I don't need, and keep cleaning. The toilet, haven't repaired it. I use a bucket to fill the back with water to flush it, and I have to put my... All right, finally, I'm out. Going to the gym. It's 12:46. We're Thursday, the 12th of September, 2024. As you know, I'm not working today because there wasn't enough people registered for the class, so I have today, tomorrow, today and tomorrow off. Okay, tomorrow. Yeah, because tomorrow's Friday. So Saturday and Sunday I teach. Good to know that. I thought I had 2 days. After the gym, I'm going to go to Staples and get some copies of answer sheets I need for Saturday's class. But I also got to... Like, I got up at around... before 6, I think. But I think I got out of bed at like 7. I don't know. And I think I went to bed between 11 and midnight. I could have slept more, but I didn't. And so this is this is the second video in... I'm just gonna turn around here. There's just too many things happening. You know. This is the second video in how I'm dealing with my anxiety, because I think that's a good topic to hone in on. And I think I got some help from Ryan Boundless. Made me realize to focus on that, to deal with it, how I deal with it on a daily basis, and why. What makes me have it on a certain day. Today wasn't that bad in the sense that I knew I was going to go later to the gym, and I wasn't that hard on myself, except that when I started thinking about what I need to do, it became insurmountable. Like I was like, I'm not getting ahead. You know what I mean? They say like people with ADHD have to like focus on completing one task. Even people not on ADHD, just focus on one task before doing the other. Don't try to multitask. Yes and no. It depends how big the task is. I have to cut my tasks into smaller tasks, like for my taxes, which I'm still doing. the thing I had to do today for that is go through some old papers in the brown box, which you saw in the closet. I have to tape that up, but I use that as a repertoire? No. Respiratory? No. A dumping ground for papers that I need to keep. One of the dumping grounds. Respiratory? Recipitory? Anyways. So, but there are other steps to finish that. But if I just focused on that, didn't do anything else, the transition to get to something else done would be too long, and it would be too long a time before getting it done. And I'd also procrastinate on the thing that I need to do, because there's several steps in between, and then I get, the procrastination. So it wouldn't get done. So I have to kind of oscillate, but I have to do a micro task. Like, it could be just opening up a letter and putting it into the brown box, and then go on to the next task. Just like the same thing, if you only focus on one thing and then you don't brush your teeth and take your shower, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. There's a few exceptions. Whenever I have a really good flow state, a lot of things are micro tasks that I do. So that's what works for me, and that gives me the sense like, okay, I can go to the next step, a little bit of momentum, because I did one step before, And the same thing goes with, let's say, I've been really leaning in on sinking funds, right? But I don't have enough bank accounts to do that. So I have pages in my bullet journals, several bullet journals, and I just kind of know where they are because I note them in my phone, and in the bullet journal, and I link them together, whatever. I know where to find them. And so that's been a habit for a few years now. And so when I get paid, I'm always putting a little bit into the sinking funds. I'll have a few that are priority, but then I'll still put a little bit, because if I wait to finish one sinking fund up, the others haven't grown, and then I end up forgetting about it, and then I don't do it, and there's no motivation, you know what I mean? So even if I could put like $5 into something, like for my teeth, whenever it happens, but at least I put a little bit in every pay, so. Because also I never know how much I'm getting paid, right? So gotta pay some to the credit card, and then some to this. So sometimes it'll take a big chunk, and then depending on how much I have left, I'll just take a little bit, like even $5, and put them into like $5 in 10 different sinking funds. Not a different bank account anymore. It's just noting it in my journal that it's been paid off or whatever. So that kind of works. So it's like, if I want to just get up and go, I can, but I have to prepare for that, you know what I mean? Like, if I get up to the gym, I wake up at 3 to go to the gym for 4. I have to know that in advance. Otherwise, I stay home and there's things I need to do and whatever. So I guess it's always like a planning phase. Nothing's ever spontaneous, It is if I do nothing, you know what I mean? I let myself go, and then I feel bad over that, you know what I mean? So a lot of my days are just, planning to know how I'm going to react the next day, because I know if this is done or if this is not done or whatever. A good thing that happened is that I got another contract from my first employer for the 27th, and I had free. So that means the digital books that I bought, I can use them and still charge him because he doesn't pay a lot. So I have to find other ways to kind of not get in the hole. And it's a lot of keeping track of everything. So it counts, it makes up for today not working, and that's the way it is. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I had like 2 meals, so I'm like really full, and I went to the bathroom twice. The first time was really good and satisfying, which is it's really hard to say about, I didn't want to give a close-up on that. It was just, this is the area, you got little Sid and Nancy going in that corner. But then again, where I live, at that subway is also that. There was someone in front on the other tracks throwing up into a Ziploc. I guess, meth withdrawals. You know what I mean? So it could be worse for me. Get some perspective, you know what I mean? So like, for example, knowing what my day is like on Saturday and Sunday, I know I got the alarm for 3 and I have to be up by 6:30 max, depending, So there's certain things I can do, certain things I can't do, so don't bother starting them, Plan them for the other days when I'm not working. But if you've paid attention to me in a lot of my videos, sometimes I kind of let go and I'll go to bed like 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. So what I've tried to do is not do that. Even going to bed like yesterday at 11, I think, and get up without an alarm, that's a win, So I'm not completely discombobulated. I had 2 doses of caffeine. Obviously, they've gone up, but before leaving, I wanted to have them before noon. You know what I mean? There's things I have to do. I have to search for a place to get more caffeine, that person. Put the 27th, the class I'm teaching, into my calendar. Well, I have it in the bullet journal. I don't have it in the Google Calendar. Set up his bill, how I'm going to set it up. Find if I still have the digital books. Put the difference into another Excel sheet to pay off whatever I need, which is like the AED electrode pads, which I still have some to write off, Like, I keep track of all that stuff. I mean, yeah. And then when I get paid, I'll take like $50 and put that into a mannequin's bank account. So that'll be for anything I need for my work. Pay off credit card a little bit. It's getting crazy. I did a big payment the other day, but it's not enough, obviously. But I'm still doing spontaneous porn purchases. It's like The only thing that helps me is like once in a while when it slows down because they're boring. But yeah, still it still comes to like how else am I gonna get more money? But it's good to know that, you know, Ryan Boundless, I don't know how he's gonna do it, because the one video I saw where he was talking about his anxiety and all that, I think that was the same video, or maybe a different. I'm seeing a lot of his videos now, but he talks about how he lost several $100,000. I'm like, wait, that's me, you know? And he said for him it was like because of taking care of the dogs in Uganda. Or is it Kenya? No, Uganda. But then he knows how to make it back. So he made it the first time. He made several $100,000. I guess it was over many years teaching, a couple $100,000, teaching Japanese, and he really laid down on that. But now he's in Florida. You can look that up, Ryan Boundless, on YouTube. He's living in his car in Florida, purposefully, so he can make a lot of money working 6 days a week, but less than he expected. So it's inspiration, but he doesn't know what else to do. Like he did a little bit of DoorDash and stuff like that. I think he does a bit of it, but that doesn't make money anymore. It's really, like I watch a lot of those Dasher videos, and it's not impressing me to do it, or to get a car, or even to do it by bike. You know what I mean? And the extra time I want is to relax and, you know, go to the gym, work on that, because that's important to me. And that's where you get overwhelmed. There's just so many priorities hitting at you, coming at you from all sorts, and sometimes you have to kind of rotate them, you know. But keep track of them so you don't lose sight, and you're able to keep things moving, several buckets at the same time, or several whack-a-moles. several plates spinning. That's the expression. Keep several plates spinning at the same time. It's not multitasking, but it's the closest thing, you know. Because no one can just like do one thing. There's very few people who can just do one thing, you know, not have to worry about anything else. So there's that. That got me thinking. I've been watching a few of these videos by this creator. I don't know what the creator is, but it's about the rise and fall of certain companies. She did one on The Body Shop, Lush, Jeffree Star, but she did one on MAC, you know, MAC Cosmetics, MAC, and then it was bought over by Estee Lauder. And she mentioned something that kind of sounds like the way I kind of operate. So that's kind of validating in the sense that they don't promote the MAC Cosmetics with social media or anything, because highly pigmented colors and flamboyant looks are not the rage right now. So they're kind of keeping it. It still makes money, but they're keeping it under wraps, and we'll launch it when the trends turn. You know, so there's kind of like an ebb and flow to things, and a maintenance, and then when to push on the gas and when to ease back. I feel that way with some things. I'm always rotating them depending on what's needed on a more frequent basis, not like on a several years basis, but the way trends work. But that resonated with me. You know what I mean? So there's that. Especially even with my first aid in CPR. If I think about how I was 4 years ago, things have progressed. You know what I mean? Even though I feel lost still, and I feel like I can kind of lose it all, but well, here I am. Cops were there, but